Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. Today we'll talk with Mark and Nicole Tobiasen from Action Coach Business Coaching and see why coaching isn't just for sports anymore. And then with 300 plus days a year of sunshine, we'll see why Greg Lepore of 310 Solar is so passionate about his work. Next we'll head north and spend time with one of the masters of the Taos art community, Charles Collins. But first, let's see why people are calling the new Sandoval Regional Medical Center my hospital.
Whether you live in Rio Rancho, the greater Albuquerque area, or anywhere in New Mexico, UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center is your hospital. Conveniently located in Rio Rancho City Center, our state-of-the-art facility provides exceptional and accessible care by the best team in the state of New Mexico.
We can provide, I think, a level of care that is hard to come by in New Mexico, and we could do it in a very personable way so that patients feel like they're welcomed and being very well taken care of, and we can attend to their very personal needs in a very caring environment.
It is all about the patient. Everything we do is in the best interest of the patient, thinking about where they need to be, what their needs are in relation to what our hospital can offer, and how can we meet those needs here.
Some of the things the patients really like about our hospital is the 24-hour round-the-clock visiting hours, the spacious patient rooms, all of which are private and have beautiful views, pull-out beds for family members so they can stay overnight if they choose, and the fact that we accept a wide variety of insurance plans. These are just a few of the many reasons why our patient satisfaction rating is so high.
Doctors were awesome. I can't say enough good things about the care I was given. The doctors were in and out. They pre-briefed me on everything that I should expect from the day I came into the hospital and through today. It's just been outstanding.
UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center is the first community-based teaching hospital in New Mexico. That means our patients receive the expertise of UNM hospitals, always cutting edge with the latest technology and research.
SRMC came from the idea of creating a community hospital that incorporated academic teaching. So it's an academic community hospital that allows private practitioners in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho to practice at SRMC, as well as use the expertise of all of the professors and practicing physicians at UNMH.
Our patients appreciate having their primary care physician and hospital all in one location. They can get checkups, testing, imaging, surgery, and rehabilitation all under one roof.
Sandoval Regional Medical Center provides an outstanding level of care, always putting you, the patient, first to get the best care that you need.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment. About 10 miles south of Socorro is the quaint little town of San Antonio. Founded in the 1600s, this is the place where Conrad Hilton of Hilton Hotel Chains was born, and it also is infamous for having more great green chili cheeseburgers per capita than any other city in the world. And we're going to take you to both of these fine places, the Owl Cafe and the Buckhorn Tavern. Well, in New Mexico, you can't have a trail without a beginning and an end, and that certainly holds true for the Green Chili Cheeseburger Trail. So we are at the place that it all started, the Owl Cafe, and this is Rowena. Rowena, your dad invented the Green Chili Cheeseburger, didn't he? Tell us about that.
It was a day that my mother was kind of mad because she was doing the dishes and I was waiting on tables. And my dad ran out of the little bowls that he used to sit on the side of the cheeseburgers. And my mother didn't want to do dishes anymore, so he just started putting the chili on the meat, and then that was it. That's where it started.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history, you're right.
Well, in addition to great green chili cheeseburgers, green chili cheese fries are awesome too. And that's a big seller here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's our second biggest seller.
all the way around, great food, and a great place to stop. Well, here we are at the Buckhorn Tavern with owner Bobby O'Gean. And Bobby, what makes the Buckhorn burgers so good?
You know, we live in a fast-paced life, and a lot of the cooking methods have to be sped up to get the food out. But here at the Buckhorn, we take our time and the ingredients that we use with the fresh ground meat that we use every day. And I always say when people ask me what's the secret ingredient, I always say it's cooking with love. It's just, you gotta love what you're doing, and it makes a big difference on it.
And be a little patient while it comes off the grill too,
well,
right?
A lot of times we have first timers coming in here and we're real busy, like we are today, and people are a little bit impatient. But then once they taste the burger, the best comment that I receive from them is it was worth the wait. So,
the Buckhorn's a great place to come for an incredible burger and to spend just a little bit of time. Take your time, you'll enjoy it. So when you come to San Antonio, you've got to try both the Owl Cafe and the Buckhorn Cafe. My personal favorite, and I think it will be yours too. Up next, solar power is here to stay.
It's back, the El Ranchito de los Niños Home of Your Own house raffle. It's your chance to win a D.R. Horton home and help provide what every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Not to be hurt.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
Win a beautiful D.R. Horton home at La Quintista in Northwest Albuquerque, or $100,000 cash. It's simple, it's easy, and you're helping kids. Order by phone or online. Call 889-6040 or visit elranchitonm.org today.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you, and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
Tired of the high cost of energy? Let 310 Solar help you tap into the sun.
So in the late 70s, we moved to New Mexico. Dad was looking for something to make a living at. At that time, there were great tax incentives for solar energy. So we started doing solar, late 70s, early 80s. Solar, by far, is probably one of the best investments you can make if you have a tax liability, first of all.
If you're writing a check to the IRS on April 15th, you need to invest in solar. It is the best way of reducing your tax liability. You get 30% in federal tax credits. You also get 10% in state credits.
You can basically lock into a power source, a fixed power source amount for the lifetime of the system, which happens to be approximately 25 years.
I like saving the money. I like getting the check for $30 or $40 every month from PNM, and I joke to Jeannie that that's my walking around money for the month.
It's another beautiful day here in New Mexico. As you can see, this meter does not have solar assisted on it, and we are paying the electric provider a lot of money. The bottom meter has solar assist, and as you can see, they're paying me money. We call this the giggle effect.
We use our electricity, and we're only going to use more and more of it in our lifestyles, and it's a good way to mitigate that cost. So you can buy it up front, you can hedge against rising energy costs, and get a good return, while at the same time helping the planet and the future generations.
We've got all this sun, and it seems to me that it's free if we can just harvest it. And the reason I wanted to put it on our house is because it made me feel good environmentally, politically.
One of the things we do here at 310 Solar is provide a free energy use analysis and estimate. There's never been a better time to go solar. If you want to save money on electricity, save money on your taxes, and help the environment, 310 Solar is ready, willing, and able to make that happen.
Keeping brothers and sisters together is the mission of El Ranchito de los Niños.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families.
Years ago, our company, Sundance Mechanical and Utility, had a nonprofit that gave to other organizations that helped families, either with rental assistance or money or washers, dryers, whatever the families needed. We decided that we wanted to make sure that we were directly helping children. So we thought the best way to do that would be starting a children's home. Children that lose their parents, it's very hard, or that they can't live with their parents, but to actually lose a brother and a sister and not be able to live with them, it's hard for them to not have them in their lives. So we felt the need to have the siblings stay together. There's children in our community around the state that have parents that cannot take care of them. So we want to ensure that these children have their brothers and sisters to grow up with.
El Ranchito serves any child age 0 to 18. We do a couple of things. We try to figure out where there are a lack of services for children and try to meet that need. So for example, in New Mexico, there aren't very many programs that take entire sibling groups under the age of 5. And so we are willing to do that. Our goal and our belief is that siblings that are allowed to grow up together are far better off and experience far less trauma. El Ranchito offers an opportunity for these children to come to a new and different and better place so that they can launch into adulthood as fully functioning, loving, caring, nurturing human beings.
What I like about El Ranchito is they help you to succeed and get you ready for when you graduate to get on and onto your own and prepared. They give me the opportunity to have a job and they support it, and when I'm having problems they're always there and they're always asking, well, what can we do to help out? What can we do to make whatever you want to do possible? I've learned to keep going when there's doubts or times are tough. Never give up, pretty much whatever I do. My favorite thing about El Ranchito is I'm able to show animals, and I'm allowed to get a good education, and I know they're always going to be there for me.
The basic needs for these children is food, clothing, and education. And you can help out in all those ways. We send our children to private schools so they can get the best education possible, and so you can also help out with tuition.
Since every bite of food, every shirt on a child's back is a gift from someone, we spend a lot of time seeking those gifts to ensure that the children receive the care that they have been promised. This is a place where they're growing up. This is where they experience love, brain development, where they learn to read, where they say their prayers just before bed. People take care of them and love them and nurture them.
We take no state or federal funding, so everything that the children have here is given to us by donors. So you could help out by giving money, by being volunteers, or by just coming and bringing anything that we need for these children.
For me to be here is peace and joy, laughter, love. I love the kids, they return the love, and it makes me smile, and I go home very happy. And I always get back more than what I give.
My goals for El Ranchito would be that these children know that they have a stable home to live in, that they have self-worth, that there is a God, and that they have enough background that they're able to go on from here and have a productive, happy life.
Your gift makes it possible for children to experience a safe childhood through nurturing and love. To find out how you can help, call this number or go to elranchitonm.org.
Coming up, the Charles Collins Art Gallery.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before. This is Albuquerque.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
He's a sculptor, painter, and some say even a mystic. You be the judge. Meet Charles Collins, a Taos art master. Charles Collins is the most awarded artist in the history of the Taos Fall Arts Festival. His works were selected for a prestigious showing at the New Mexico Governor's Gallery, where former Governor Gary Johnson proclaimed a Charles Collins Day throughout New Mexico in his honor. He has been officially claimed a Taos Master by the Millicent Rogers Museum and was selected as the inaugural artist by Arlo Guthrie for the Guthrie Center in Massachusetts.
I was a little kid and I knew that I was going to be an artist. My mother was an artist and it just seemed to be the right thing to do. My art conveys the interconnectedness of all life on the planet, and I feel as though that's the whole point of my art, is the interconnectedness of all life and all beauty and all the cultures. I moved here in 1976 and was attracted to Taos because it was an art colony and because there was a pottery here for sale. And I was a potter at the time and a painter. Sculpture is a very demanding medium, and so is painting, but physically the sculpture sometimes really is very difficult to work in, but you push through and create something that's never been created before. One of my favorite pieces is this bronze sculpture of Lincoln, the mastermind piece, and it represents, of course, how he united the whole country, and he had this unshakable vision, and it's about how we all fit together as Americans. This is a wax for my newest piece that hasn't even gone into bronze yet, and it's the face of William Shakespeare, and it's about the mastermind of literature. And I've chosen his play Julius Caesar to represent his mastermind. This is Caesar, and he has the traditional sword of Rome, and the helmet is the traditional helmet, and on his back is the coat of arms for William Shakespeare that he designed himself. In the center of the shield diagonally is a jousting lance with a pen quill on the tip, and on the top is an eagle holding the jousting lance with the pen quill. And then this is Mark Antony, who was also Cleopatra's husband, and on his back is the cartouche for Cleopatra and the Egyptian symbols. And then the center figure is Cleopatra herself, with the crown of Isis and the cobras that represent Upper and Lower Egypt. The Christ sculpture is, of course, about the mastermind of Christianity. And it was actually the whole concept for the mastermind collection, the paintings and everything. When he said, "Where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in their midst also." And that's what that sculpture group is about. There's Simon Peter, who's carrying a basket full of fish, and there's John, who's carrying a basket full of bread, and then of course Mother Mary in prayer for humanity. Well, I think everything comes in layers. It's like the sun rises and the light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And through different shadows and filters, you begin to see different images. And the light becomes to a certain place, and it's like,
that's it.
It is again about the power of love, because art creates something different, and if it's done in the right way, the vibration of the art is like having a presence in your house or in your room. And it's such a wonderful thing. It's to bring joy. And that's what my gallery is about too, is to bring joy to people who come in and to share it with them.
Next, find out how Mark and Nicole Tobiasen of Action Coach are helping business owners find their way through today's economic challenges.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
When it gets difficult for you or a family member to live alone, it's good to know there's a life-changing option. Beehive Homes, a warm and caring environment for those who need assistance by those who love to give it. Beehive Homes is dedicated to creating an extended family, enhancing the quality of life for our residents and those who love them. Some call it a miracle, some call it home. When you need or want to know more, call us, Beehive Homes, or visit us online at beehivehomes.com.
Hundreds of New Mexico business owners have maximized their potential and profits by utilizing Action Coach business coaching. Let's find out why.
My goals are to add jobs to New Mexico, plain and simple. By adding jobs to New Mexico means that the business community here is stronger, and my passion is helping people. Action Coach was started about 20 years ago in Brisbane, Australia, by Brad Sugars, who was a self-made millionaire who at an early age, in his early 20s, started buying, fixing, and selling businesses.
Brad Sugars reminds me of a modern-day Napoleon Hill, which many people are familiar with, and he was actually Henry Ford's mentor. Brad is, I think, one of the most brilliant business minds I've encountered in my life, and he's the man who personally started Action Coach, and his whole purpose in life is to show business owners that there's a better way to run a business, a stronger way to run a business that really enables them to live to their full potential through their business model. And we kind of stumbled upon Action Coach, and while it's a franchise, it really struck us because what Action Coach is about globally is giving business owners re-education, if you will, global tools, proven systems that help enrich their overall operation and help them live a better life.
We brought Action Coach to New Mexico about 5 years ago to help small to mid-sized business owners achieve more money, a better team, and more time through using these systems.
So my name is Eric Bergmeyer. I'm a certified public accountant. I own my own firm. The name of the firm is Bergmeyer & Associates. I've been coached by Action Coach for the last year. Yeah, the differences that Action Coach has brought to the company for me is really begin to help me run a business. And that was very difficult for me to kind of move out of where I've typically been as a CPA technician to now become more of a CPA CEO, if you will. Our financial growth has been substantial. And we've now been able to bring on more accounting staff as a result, and have allowed myself and my wife, who's my partner, to begin to have a little bit more free time. I would tell anybody who would be considering working with Action Coach that it would probably be one of the wisest decisions they'd ever make. Whenever possible, I find myself in front of one of my clients. I use a lot of what Mark has taught me. A tremendous return on that investment.
Shelley Branscombe with Maestas and Ward has grown 75% in the last 12 months, which in commercial real estate, I think that's doing amazingly well.
My name is Shelley Branscombe and I work at NAI Maestas and Ward as a commercial real estate broker, and I specialize in office space. I've been coached by Action Coach for the past 15 months. I would describe their coaching style as very open and communicative. They style it to my business and what my interests are, but they also encourage me to step outside the box so that I can grow and become an expert in my field. The difference that coaching has made to my knowledge and skill is not only to help me develop within my own industry, but also to develop myself outside of my industry. The tangible results that I have seen year to date over last year, my business is up in profits 146%.
We absolutely love helping business owners achieve their goals and their dreams for their businesses and their life.
We start off with a complimentary coaching session that we'll offer any viewer, and they can learn more about that process when they go to our website, actionbusinesssuccess.com, or they can just call our team at 798-2552.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
There's a lot of good dentists here in Albuquerque. We're lucky. And I would say the reason that I would choose Smiles by Design would be their pursuit for excellence. That we, at every moment, we're not perfect, but we strive for that perfection. We work every day as a team so people have a pleasant experience. That's my goal for each person to come in here, that they have a wonderful experience and that they feel good about where they've been and that they want to pass that on to other people. We are a locally owned business. My wife Paige and I own the business. We're not franchised. We care a lot about what goes on here. We take personal, obviously responsibility like you would anything else that you own.
I came to Dr. Lepore because my teeth were being worn down and fractured, and I decided for my 60th birthday that I was going to have my teeth brought back to their natural length, like when I was 20. They were absolutely wonderful. I know a lot of dentists in Albuquerque, and a lot of them are very good, but I felt that Dr. Lepore really understood my intent and what I wanted to do. And I feel I look good, I have more confidence, I have a lot of compliments on my teeth. I feel good about smiling, and it's nice to know I'll have them with me for the next 30, 40 years. I plan on being here a long time.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. I hope you liked the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the Who Rocks segments, or to find out how your organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. I'm Richard Holcomb, inviting you to join us again next week for another Who Rocks New Mexico. Have a great week, everybody.